Good morning, friends. Today I am going to deliver on zoology paper 1. The topic is the protozoa to annelida. All these are the animal diversity of non-chordates. So today I am discuss about general character of protozoa. So first of all, I just tell you what is protozoa. Protozoa means pro means first and zoon means animal. So first animal, of course, that first animal is the unicellular. And what is unicellular? Unicellular, it means that it is made up by the single cell. Okay. And it is also eukaryotic. And what is eukaryotic? Question arise here. What is eukaryotic? Some are the prokaryotic and eukaryotic. But what is the difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic? Eukaryotic, it means that it is the type of cell. But what type of cell? If the genetic material, then what type of the genetic material? It include the DNA or it include the RNA also. Okay. Then this genetic material are bounded by the, if these are the genetic material, if the genetic material are bounded by the nuclear envelope, or that nuclear envelope is also called as a nuclear membrane, then that type of cell is called as a eukaryotic cell. Okay. Then what is prokaryotic cell? All these are the types of the cell discussed previous lecturer in paper 2 also. Okay. But what is prokaryotic? Prokaryotic, it means that if the genetic material are not bounded by the nuclear envelope, genetic matter के ऊपर अगर nuclear membrane नहीं होगा, तो that types of cell is called as a prokaryotic cell. An example of the prokaryotic cell is that the bacteria. An example of eukaryotic cell or the plant cell as well as animal cell also. Okay. So these protozoans are the eukaryotic types. Okay. Then first character is that the microcellular, it means that we cannot see in visible eyes. Second character is that the unicellular, it means that it is made up by the single cell. Then third character is that the eukaryotic, it means that genetic material are bounded by the nuclear envelope. Then other character is that it is holozoic. Then what is holozoic? Okay, holozoic, it means that their behavior like animal. Then this protozoan is also holophytic. Phytic, it means that they prepare their own food. It means that holophytic, it means they prepare their own food. It means that it is plant-like. This is all about the protozoa. But now I am discussing about the particular general character of the protozoa. So look at here, it is microscopic and without tissue and organ. Of course, without tissue is that it is unicellular, it means that without tissue. Tissue, it means that group of cell form tissue and group of tissue form organ. But if the protozoa are unicellular, it means that they are without tissue and without organ. Then second character, it is eukaryotic. Then third one is that the body shape. Protozoans body shape are variable. Variable, it means it is some protozoans are oval shape, some protozoans are elongated shape, some are irregular also. Okay. Then fourth character is that the body covered. Protozoans are covered by a pellicle. Okay, covered by a pellicle, but some protozoans are not covered by a pellicle, that is covered with a shell. That shell is also called as an exoskeleton. Okay. Now fourth character is that the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm present inside the body of the paramecium. This is the paramecium, and paramecium is the example of protozoa. Okay. So the cytoplasm present inside the body of this paramecium. So what type of the cytoplasm is there? Cytoplasm differentiated into two regions, that is outer clear region is called as a ectoplasm. Okay. Then inner fluid region of the cytoplasm is called as a endoplasm. It means that cytoplasm differentiated into two regions, that is ectoplasm and endoplasm. Now, sixth character is the locomotion. Locomotion, it means that how they move from one place to another place. Okay. Then locomotion, locomotory organ. What type of the locomotory organs is there? First one is a pseudopodia. Okay. Pseudopodia. Then second, cilia, and then third one is that the flagella. So first locomotory organ is the pseudopodia. Then what is pseudopodia? Pseudopodia are the cytoplasmic projection, cytoplasmic projection, and that projection formed from the ectoplasm. Look at here. Suppose this one is a amoeba. Then how this amoeba move from one place to another place? It can move with the help of the pseudopodia. Look at this. If this is pseudopodia, it means that this outer region is called as ectoplasm. Okay. So this ectoplasm move outside their body. Of course, that movement takes place through this cytoplasm. Okay. So this is the pseudopodia, and with the help of this pseudopodia they move from one place to another place. Then second one is that the flagella. Of course, flagella is also the extension of cytoplasm. Okay, but this flagella are fine structure than that of the pseudopodia. Look at here, just like this. This one is the flagella. Flagella or thread-like structure, and that is originated from the basal body of that organism. That is the flagella. And then third one is that the cilia. Then what is cilia? Cilia is also like flagella, but the cilia are the short thread-like structure, just like a brush. Okay, look at here. This one is the paramecium, and outer body part of this paramecium covered by a fine thread-like structure, and these thread-like structure are called as a cilia. Okay, it means that in protozoa there are locomotory organs present, and what type of the locomotory organs present? Pseudopodia, then flagella, and then the cilia. Okay, now we see about the nutrition. Then what is nutrition here? Question arises, what is nutrition? Nutrition, it means that the whole process, that is food, how to food intake, and then how to digest, and then how to assimilate or absorption takes place inside the body, and then after that it means that you can say that that is the digestion of also. Okay, and fourth step of the nutrition is that the egestion. It means that khaya, pachaya or gaya. All these are the steps or the nutritions. Okay, so the nutrition that is starting from food, ingestion, digestion and egestion. All these are the four steps from the nutrition. But in protozoa, what type of the nutritions are there? Nutrition, it may be holozoic. Holozoic, it means that animal-like. Animal-like, it means that they totally depends on the another. Directly or indirectly on the plant. This type of the nutrition is called as the heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, now we see the respiration and excretion. So respiration, it means that inhalation and exhalations of not only CO2 but also they prepare energy also with the help of the CO2. Then how can they respire as well as excretion? So in the protozoa, respiration and excretion takes place through the diffusion of their general body surface. Okay, now next is that the how they reproduce. उनका reproduction कैसे होता है? तो it may be from the sexually or asexually. Sexually or asexually. It means that both the mode of reproductions occur in protozoa. Some examples of protozoa reproduce sexually, and some of the protozoa are reproduce asexually. Then if they are sexually reproduced, then how? First one, it means that mode of asexual reproduction is that the first one is that binary fission. Then second is that the multiple fission. Then budding. All these are the mode of asexual reproduction. It means that some of the protozoa reproduce asexually by the binary fission. It means that it produces from one cell to two cell. Okay. Then multiple fissions. Then budding. All these are the mode of reproduction. If the protozoa reproduce sexually, then how it is? It is from syngamy. Now question here arise here, what is syngamy? Syngamy, it means that the fusion of gamete. Then what is gamete? Gamete, it means that if the male gamete, that is the sperm, and female gamete, that is the ova. Okay, if these two gametes fuse with each other, that it means that fusion of gamete, that is the syngamy. So sexual reproduction takes place through the syngamy or conjugations. These two mode or the sexual reproductions. Okay, now we see the